Hi, I'm Janelle Williams, and I'll be answering question 2 from the 7 evaluation questions. Question 2 asks, how did your media product represent different social groups? So at the start of this question, I had to look at different groups, the different social groups or different groups that we represented, and I split it up in three. I had to look at the protagonist and antagonist, and I had to look at a social group in all, which were the teenagers, which we mainly showed in our opening sequence. So typically, all movies or all like things that you see on TV have a certain stereotype or representation that they follow to like either portray, like make the stereotype or make them movie like stand out more, or to go against it to try to be more different. With ours, I think we just stayed in the comfort zone really, because like we had the protagonist being a girl, the gender of her was female, her ethnicity, she was white, like she was age 16. Like we do see like young females being a lead in a movie, like lots of times see young females being leads in movies. Like if you watch movie Wild Child, which isn't a thriller, but it's a teenager who's the lead, so we see a lot of time like nice pretty white females being the protagonist in a movie. And also, because our one's a thriller and she gets abducted against her will by the antagonist, shows that we still follow the flow, because normally young females are the ones, or females in general, are the ones that are vulnerable and easy to abduct, which shows that we're following the representation of young women of that age being abducted really easy. And as you can see, she had very light makeup on, and like she was really stylish, which shows we represented her as being not really like she doesn't have a brain, but it seems like she's more of one that would rather go out and be more on her phone and more like prettied up than one that was mostly into school. It looks like she cared more about her looks than she did, so we represented her in the typical way you would see her in all different genre of movies. So when I reached to the antagonist, oh my gosh, we portrayed this guy really good. Like we represented him really good. Cause in the media now, I'm sorry to say, black males are seen in the news so much now for crimes and stuff. So this kind of stand out to me, because the audience would see that and know why we portrayed them, why we portrayed him as the villain. This is like this is the reason why, because we weren't really thinking about the news, right? But as watching back our film, it jumped out to me that we're following the stereotype not just of a thriller movie or not just of the movie. We're following it like in the media, like you just see lots of black males getting into crime. And the our character is age 17, which makes it follow the stereotype even more, because young teenagers to age 15 to about 20 are the ones that are seen mostly for gun crime, knife crime, or doing something against the law. And this kind of cross reference to our protagonist, the girl who ethnicity, like she is white. Like mostly this is kind of showing, oh, the white people, like they're trying to live their life clean and good, and like the black people are kind of taking over. So it's like the white people in this are seen as the victim and the black people are seen as a crime. However, in the group of friends, there is one black person which shows a kind of positive representation of black people. But to me, it looks like we had one black person and like three other white people, which shows that white people are seen more of goody than bad people. So the black girl is just showing like maybe a minor population of a good representation of black people. When looking at the teenagers at the start of the film, we didn't really put them into social groups. They are in their separate social group, but we made them come together with unity. Like there wasn't really like you couldn't really see like a goth, a geek, like a jock Like, you might think of the boy, he might have been a jock, because typically, like, the jocks are represented of, like, a ladies' man and stuff, but you don't really see that. You just see a group of friends going out. So we represented the teenagers in the positive way. We represent them very fashionable and stuff, so it really stand out. Like, the male was wearing stuff that are in right now. Like, if you open up a magazine, you would see what he's wearing. Like, lots of like teenage, even like people like One Direction would be wearing that style. Mostly in movies, they try to allow their characters to wear the style of clothing so that the audience would be like, ooh. Like, some people watch the movies just for fashion, to be honest with you. Our audience isn't for people who just like the fashion, but like, most people watch movies just to see the new fashion that's new in. Like, the latest movie you watch, you would watch out for what they're wearing now. So yeah. And like, going on to like my final point, so that there wasn't really a social group for our villain. Like, we made him stand out for a reason. We didn't put him in a specific group. We made him stand out for a reason, to make him be like an anti, like, he's an anti person. Like, he's not in a group. Like, he doesn't belong. We made him seem like he doesn't belong, which is very, in society there are some people that don't really belong, so we're following that stereotype of people that don't belong feel like they have to hurt, or like get get someone that looks like they do belong, like to hurt them or something like that. So we kind of follow that. Typically in thriller, like males are just like the ones that think that the world belongs to them, or like they can do whatever they want. So they feel like they have the power in their hands, so they can do what they want and what they feel. And that's what a male character, the mysterious male character, was doing. He felt like he saw the girl and he had to have her. So our representation of male characters are really spot on. Thank you.